Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman. We've got another low-cost PC to unbox today. This is the Aspire E15, and I bought this with my own funds at Newegg for $500. And what is unique about this computer is that it has some decent specifications for its price. So it's got an i5 processor, a new Kaby Lake i5. I think it's actually similar to what we just looked at with that Yoga 720 that we just reviewed yesterday. And the difference with this one is that it costs a lot less. So $500 and you get a GTX 940 MX GPU for the price. But it is bulky because you can get powerful specifications, but you're going to have to lug around a heavier, larger laptop as a result. But you can see here there are a ton of ports on this one. So we've got USB Type-C. This is not Thunderbolt, but it does have a Type-C port. We'll test what that port's capabilities are when I do my full review, which will be probably towards the end of the week at lon.tv. Looks like we've got an Ethernet jack here, VGA, HDMI, two USB 3.0 ports over there. Of course, a lot of cooling because you do have a GPU and a CPU to keep cool inside of this one. Now, it looks like this one has an optical drive, but it doesn't. It's just a spacer. So I guess you could probably take apart the whole thing and install your own optical drive. They're probably using this casing for other models of this and maybe other laptops in their repertoire. You do have a USB 2.0 port here and a headphone microphone jack along with a power connector there. But wait, there is more because there's a panel here on the bottom that is very easy to remove for upgrades, and I always love laptops that are upgradable. Now, you can't do the GPU or the CPU, but you can do the RAM, you can do the hard drive, and right over here is room for an M2 SATA hard drive as well. In fact, the little connector is right under there, so you could bring in some higher speed SSDs if you want to do that. I always love machines that are easily upgradable. What I don't love, though, is that they only have a single channel memory configured on this one. It may not be as big of a deal if you're going to rely on the GPU for graphics, but performance is always better with RAM in pairs versus a single stick. So I might do a little comparison between running with two versus one. We probably won't see a big difference on the GPU, the graphics performance, but maybe some of the other testing will show us some differences. I'm pretty sure this is a 1080p IPS display. Up 1080p there, so we'll see what the display looks like and what you get for the money. And then here is the keyboard. Acer does not have the best keyboards in my experience, but it's passable here at least. And you've got a number pad as well. If you've got all this bulk, you may as well make use of it. This is a 15-inch model also, so a little larger than some of the other ones that we have looked at recently. So all in a pretty decent little computer here. We'll put it through its paces and see how it performs. i5, 8 gigs of RAM, 940 MX GPU, and a terabyte spinning hard drive on here as well. So lots to look at, and this review will be coming up very shortly on my main channel at lon.tv, so stay tuned. And oh, by the way, there is a SD card slot there as well.
This channel is brought to you by my Patreon supporters, including gold level supporters Mark Bollinger, Brian Miller, Mr. Morse, and Cody Falk. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/Patreon to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/S.